What's up, everybody? So today hopefully it's gonna be a decent day. We're gonna just run a few calls today. I don't know what's in store. I never know what's in store for this company. They always tells me through this and that, go do this call. Sometimes they do let me know if it's a big job or some job that's kind of complicated, but for the most part you just go around and just go do jobs and all that. So but today my first call, if I look at my tablet on the board, it's a plumbing service. It's a PSA, which is just it's a plumbing inspection. So I go around the house to make sure everything's okay, and if not, then I quote them how much it's going to cost to repair this certain fixture or part or whatever it is that they need replacing. And I can just do it on the spot, or if they want to reschedule it, they can do that as well. So we'll go there first and see what's up. It's not too far away. It's actually down the street from my house, so we'll see. All right. Coffee. Well, I'm just gonna get some iced coffee just to start the morning off real quick. Alright, got my coffee. Let's get the show on the road. We arrived. Is this the address? Let me see. Yep, it's right here. Alright, let's see what's up. Alright, looks like we arrived at the house. Let's just see what's up. Let me just look at a few things real quick. Hit arrive. Oh, I always gotta hit arrive. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's just get started. Let's go inside. Show a few things. Yeah, let's see what he got. Just get everything prepared. And get some dye tests just in case we need them. Got my handy dandy bucket. This is like basic tools so I can just use it. Oh, I almost forgot. A water gauge just to check the pressure, see if the pressure is okay. Alright. We'll see what's going on. Oh, thank you.
War in the fight for Western civilization. And joining us now to discuss Truman's at the Financial Times was estimated
he was up to the task. He got a simple country guy. Very contemptuous of our neighbor, well, as who's been very engaging and military to say overly willing and continually way towards aggressively in the next 10 years. And has not respected the international order that benefited America. And so Joe Biden is going to have that task to sort of rebuild those relationships. I think he's going to be able to do that. I think also you had Harry Truman in 1945 after he took over, had a lot of challenges with a country coming back from war and uncertain future. Joe Biden is facing, wasn't really facing the war that Harry Truman had with him in 1945, but he is fighting a battle against the pandemic that right now is raging across middle America. We have a 2021 because of debt. So there's an uncertain economic future as well. And we
don't worry about the shower because that's cut off. Work done and they cut the water off and then but they drywall it back up, so we gotta have some work done anyway. So
Okay. Are the hose been shut off or you left it on?
It has.
I'm gonna turn this back on and then turn it back off
You're
because.
gonna check this out. That one's out here.
Yeah. Oh, that
the
one.
other one's out front.
Okay.
With a bushel.
No problem. No, I feel like the outside spigot's out.
That's it may be. It might
Yeah,
be.
that's why I hear running.
Okay.
Okay, no.
To see all of you. So, Allie, I want to know if you're hearing any reaction yet from the Biden transition. Most people have known for a very long time Joe Biden is the president-elect and deserves all of the bad.
Pressure's too high. It's kind of a weird way to get in there. As long as it works. Kind of an odd way, but that's how it's done. So basically, I told the customer that his water pressure is too high and that his garbage disposal does not work properly. He's gonna see if their garbage disposal is still under warranty, so they can get a new one. And then he said that he's gonna think about getting the pressure reducing valve because it's at 100 psi, which by code the pressure can't be higher than 80. And I had to go through a lot of that. I had to make sure, I had to look through the book. But anyways, everything else seems fine. All his shuttle valves seems to be working good. All the toilets passed the dye test. Water heater was actually installed not too long ago. The main valve to the house is as well. They used to have a sump pump, but then they said due to complications and they didn't trust that, they have like a French drain basically around the house, and it just, like gravity, just falls. So all right, so we'll see what we have next. I actually had to call my dispatcher real quick, and then yeah, see what we have next. I can't really let you see that, but apparently it's humming noise coming from the pipes. Customer wants the water pressure tested. She also wants her water heater inspected. So we're gonna see what's up. Maybe we're gonna inspect. Maybe we'll get some work done. Well, who knows? That's how it is sometimes. Let's just get this show on the road. Apparently this house, we called them and they didn't give us no answer, but we're gonna go ahead and just knock on the door, let them know that we called them, but we have no answer, and just want to make sure that we don't come, unexpected. They did call us, but what we do is the dispatcher has to dispatch us. We can't dispatch ourselves. They have to call the customer to confirm if they're home or if they're available, and then they can send us to the job. If not, most of the time we just go in the house anyways with permission, and if they're not home, then we gotta schedule for another day. So we'll see what's up. The house is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and there's no parking, that's the thing. I'll just park nearby. All right, we'll see what's up. I'll just park right here. Honestly, I'm literally like 3 houses down. This thing about Northern Virginia is you can't find parking. Sometimes if you're in Old Town too, it's always a hassle to park decent in areas, man. But all right, let's see what's up. So what we got here is so this customer, she just really wants to meet just to make sure that the water heater is okay, just to check if it's on point. The other thing she said that she hears like a knocking sound coming from that very corner over there. If you can see, there's the main valve and the PRV. And she said that sometimes during the day and night she hears like a knocking sound. I'm pretty sure that's the PRV that's worn out, because she did say it's 8 years. That's kind of a long time for a PRV, but I have to make sure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run some tests. I'll make her run water, maybe flush the toilet, see what's going on, maybe flush some of the fixtures upstairs. Maybe it's a valve that's not all the way open, but this happened a week ago, so we'll see. We just gotta run some diagnostic tests and see what's up. Alright, so the water heater, hey, this looks brand new. Yeah, working fine. It's set to B though. It's kind of too much. I don't know what's set to B. Did they have a mixing valve? No, they don't. Expansion tank strapped up. It's installed by us actually. Yeah, because we do install Bradford Whites in this company. Yeah, seems to be working fine. I'm just gonna make sure if there's hot water. Let's see. Yep, it's getting hot. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check her pressure. I might have to go outside. So I'm gonna have to go to my truck real quick. Might be getting my handy dandy bucket, but I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. Probably it's the PRV, because there's no other way. Maybe there's some knocking to the voices. I'm not sure. So, yeah, I parked very far away. Maybe I could just put this trash can right there away, because I did park kind of far, and then I could just park here, because otherwise I couldn't park here. I parked the house is right there, and then I parked my truck all the way there. We'll see. This is my truck there, so I'll just park there real quick. My handy dandy bucket again. We'll see what's up. You know, I usually take this handy dandy bucket. I call it a handy dandy bucket because, like, I don't have a smaller toolbox. I might have to get one soon, but I just want one so that I don't have to carry all those tools in my bag, because there's a lot of tools and it's pretty heavy too. I don't know why I have that much tools for a residential service plumber. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go disconnect the hose right here and then check the pressure to the house. It's man, that's very, very tight. Sometimes I don't even like messing with these things because they don't even like. All right, so let me just open this real quick. Hopefully it's not too tight. Oh, that was on the whole time? Alright, cool. That could be it. This was on the whole time. I don't know why they have it on. It's winter time right now. It's totally the point where it's freezing. But we'll see. Alright, let's see. At least they're PRV. Because it's 8 years old, but you know, you always gotta make sure. You can't just assume things all the time. Oh, it's not even on. Whoops. Okay, I went back inside and turned on the valve, so let's see. No, that pressure's not, the pressure's fine. What I like to do is I like to take it off and to put it back again. Sometimes these things are wonky. Let's see. Like dump all the water out. Make sure you have the gasket still in there too. Alright, let's try again. Damn, it went all the way over there. Maybe it pushed it far. Anyways, let's go let's make her run some tests real quick. Okay. Alright, let's go back inside real quick. I think it was from the bathroom, because I heard it worse in the bathroom. I hear that knocking sound. I heard the knocking when she used the bathroom upstairs, and she's gonna go ahead and just turn on the fixtures again, because I keep hearing the knocking there, and I thought it was the PRV, but I could be wrong. You never know. This all started happening a week ago. So I'm gonna go upstairs, check all the valves are open, and if the knocking still persists, she gotta just change the PRV. I feel like it's the and then do I feel it here? Yeah, it is the PRV. She gotta change the PRV. I feel it from right there. And then when I go below here, yeah, I feel it all the way. She gotta change the PRV. Yeah. King sound. It's probably the PRV. Because it couldn't be any other way. I don't think they service the valves often. So I'm gonna change the PRV, and that's most likely what it is that she has to. That's why the knocking sound persists. So we'll let her know. We're gonna replace the PRV for her and see if she wants to go with it. If not, we'll see. We gotta let her know. All right, so let's just get started. Pretty much just the PRV. We gonna go ahead and start it because I know it's the PRV. Because she said that every time she uses, like she hears it at night too. So maybe sometimes people when they flush the toilet they hear it. It's gotta be the other way, because it can't be just like you got to put 2 to 2 together, because sometimes there's instances where you hear a knocking sound and you think it's the PRV, but it turns out in one customer's house it was just a trim piece that was loose, and we had to be there like 5 times. We installed hammer arresters, we strapped the pipes, we did everything just to make sure that they don't hear knocking sound, and all it was just a simple screw on to make the knocking sound go away. All right, so let me just get my tools prepared. Let me get everything ready so that we can go ahead and install this PRV. I got this piece right here. I got the PRV. I just put it out this box, so it's all good. So what we got to do is we got to just, I'm gonna touch it right now. I'm not gonna go inside the house and do it. I'm gonna have to get my pro press and stuff, because I mostly press all my connections. There's some rare occasions that solder. I don't really use solder like that. You know, I'm too new school to do soldering, but I know how to solder. Everyone needs to know how to solder. It's like the best essential way to become a plumber. I learned it by myself too, and you know, a few tricks and tips off of YouTube really can do some fascinating work if you ask me. But yeah, so I just want to make sure that this is good. So it goes like this. Usually what I like to do, I unscrew this nut, put the labeling down so it looks like some nice clean work, and so that it could look presentable. All right, so we'll see. We'll see. So let's just go. Go ahead and turn this off real quick. All right. Just dump all the water out. You know, I did forget though. I'll show you what I forgot. I forgot to use I forgot. Headlamp. It's very important. The headlamp, most people don't know where. They just put drop lights and all that, but you gotta move it around and all that. You know what? Instead of just moving around, we could just use this thing right here. I keep it in my backpack because sometimes I need it just for, not just for plumbing, but let's just say if I work on my car or if I have to clean a shed in the backyard. Where is it? It's right here. So I got this. This is very essential. Very cool. It's very bright too. Sometimes these do run out of batteries quickly, so what I right here, and then if it runs out of battery, I just charge it in my truck because this is constant power, so that I could just charge it, and then I don't have to deal with that of light. Basically, it's like I look like a coal miner, so yeah, we're gonna be wearing that. All right, it's raining right now, so let's just go ahead and just work on this real quick. Get all my materials. I'm gonna have to take that plug right there and then drain it out from that little plug so that I can just take whatever's inside the water, inside the pipes. So yeah, I'm just draining it from, I'm gonna take it off right here so that I can cut it. I'm gonna have to cut with the sawzall here, and then I don't know how he did this, but I'm gonna have to cut. I'm just gonna cut it right here. There's another coupling, but it's just too much in the way, so I'm gonna have to, yeah, we'll see. We're gonna put it solid. It's just to use like a little bucket right here, and then just wrap around this, wrap around it here, so that I can let it all drain out. Sometimes I just let it, I just close it, I open a little bit, if only space allows me though. It's gonna take a while. Looks like it's slowing down. Let's open more. Oh my god. I wish I could do this. When you go to these instances where you can't do it, I just let the bucket take its course. I just let the rack take its course. It looks like it seems to slow down, but never lose this. Never lose this, because if you do, I don't have extras of these, because if you lose this, you won't be able to know how to pick up. Trust me, I had to dig through a crawl space that fell from the house above. Not a good way to do a job. I don't want to do all that. Got my handy dandy saws. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut right here, because I can't really fit the cutters there. I mean, I could, but I'm gonna have to pry it out. And then I'm gonna cut right here with the regular, so I could just pry it out. I have enough blade, but I gotta get the blade real quick. I forgot to get that. Got the blade. Alright, so I'm gonna just cut it real quick. Sometimes you gotta be careful, because when you cut it, you're letting air through. So, let's see, without further ado, see what's up. See how the water's dripping more? Because it was airtight. So let's see if more water's dripping down. Nah, not that much. That's cool. See how I have enough play now? So I'm gonna use these cutters just to cut off over here, just to bend a little bit over to here so I can fit the pro press. Got enough play just to install this. Okay, cool. So that's cool. Just sand that off real quick and deburr it. Cut this shaft, because you know how a sawzall did. You don't want, because these pro press fittings, they got O-rings. You don't want it to. You want your pipes to be smooth, because if not, you're gonna mess up the gasket when you pro press. So these are regular abrasive cloth. Don't matter. Clean as much as you can. When you do these connections, you don't want to be running into trouble. Alright. So let me just get the thing real quick. So now that's completed. So we got our pro press and all that. Then we got where is it? I be misplacing stuff. That's my biggest pet peeve. Oh, it's right there. So this is the new PRV. Like I said, this is what we're gonna attach. You don't have to put Teflon tape or anything because it's already gaskets. So we could just put it directly in there. So what I'm gonna do now is just tighten this up real quick. And just tighten these up real quick. And just to make sure the gaskets are sealed. So every time we place it down, like a good squeeze. Use both big channels that you could use. And most of the time I just use this. Just make sure that they're sealed tight. Tighten it up till you feel it's snug. You don't want to over tighten and stress the gaskets. And always make sure everyone doesn't just make sure the arrows right here are pointing to the direction of the water. Sometimes these channel locks are wonky. Always adjust them by themselves. It's like a ghost is helping me out. So make sure this shit is tightened up. Okay. Like I said, basically unscrew this nut right here. I'm sorry, I keep repeating myself. Just turn it to the right. To the left, I'm sorry. Yeah. And then you could move this right here. Bend it a little bit, make it look nice. I turn it like here sideways so that when you turn it, it turns with it. Because you know, when you tighten it up, it's gonna, yeah, you gotta make sure you hold it. And then tighten it up. Keep turning the other wrong way. Oh yeah, so this way. Keep turning it, it's gonna turn to the direction that you want it to. And you know, this piece of paper, yeah, I guess just turn it right here. Sometimes it's tight, and then tighten it up. There you go. So you got the labeling and all that, this as well, so you can look clean. Direction. And you know what's funny? Is that it's at the wrong place. I put it upside down. Oh, silly me. Always gotta make sure. You always gotta look at your fitting. Do that right there. Tighten it up real quick. Keep turning it till you see desired right there. There. So it's close enough. Make sure that it's all the way in. Alright, then just to verify, what you do is you put a mark right here and against the pro press fitting, so that I don't really take it off, but I know, so that way you know it's in. So do sometimes is I'll show you a trick. So you get the desired height. So that's roughly about 7 5/8. We cut 7 5/8. So 7 5/8 is right here. So just cut that real quick. Let's see if this fits. And we can use a slip coupling, because just put that in there. Yep, just a little bit more. Yeah, you want it flush as possible. You don't want a little gap, just to be in the safe side. So just like right here. So yeah, right here. I'm going to make another piece. Sometimes you do get the right measurements, but you're like 1/8 of an inch off. You know, I'm still working on all my measurements. Alright, so let's just put this in. Let's see if it's... Alright, that's good. So what I do is I use this and then I put it up here. Make sure you go in. Example, if I could just put this up. This is really close to the wall. You get your marker. Mark it so that you know it's in the middle. So when you put your slip coupling, you could put it between the lines. Before you put this, you just mark it right here, and then you mark it the other side, so that when you put your slip coupling in, you know where exactly you can go put it. Alright, so then we just put everything out here. So then my slip coupling, where did I put it? Right here. Sometimes when you put the slip coupling, the marking erases, but that's okay. It's back, because we're going to turn the water back on soon. Quarter jaw. Alright, so everything seems to be working order. They could service it right there. Alright, so the Pro Press. Tighten up this part right here. You don't really have to put it super tight, just snug it up so that when you turn the water back on, it's not that. Turn the water off. Put off the faucet for me real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm about to turn the water back on.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so moment of truth. Let's see if this let's see if we turn it on, it leaks. Alright, so let's see. Let all the air out. Checking for leaks. None so far. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we got her turning on the bathtub, so moment of truth. Let's see if this works. I'm pretty sure it is, and if not, then there's another issue at hand. You know, this is something's about plumbing is so mysterious. Even though if you've done it for a while, you know, you never know. But you just gotta go eliminate the process and go through experiences of what may cause it. But that's what we're looking at right now. Maybe not. I don't even hear any knocking. Alright, so I think pretty much that was the PRV, pressure reducing valve, that was making that noise. So right now I'm just putting my tools back and I'm just gonna write down the summary of the job, take payment, blah blah blah, and all that good stuff. So yeah, so I'll hit you guys back shortly. Let's see what's up and see what their next call is. Maybe we'll take lunch, I don't know. Usually around this time, when it's like 11, I take lunch. But yeah, so alright, cool. Alright, so I just came back from the customer's house. So basically it was just our PRV. So just got payment. So now we're gonna go text my dispatcher. You know, usually you have to call, but I just don't like calling because, you know, he doesn't answer the phone. And I know he has like 20 other texts he has to worry about. I just tell him ready for the next one. So our next call is apparently another plumbing inspection. So let's see if we can sell anything with these inspections, because they want us to sell things, because they want us to get work. I appreciate that, but sometimes it's kind of hard, you know, because some people, they're like, we'll do it later, and they never call back. And yeah, so he told me he was gonna take lunch, so we're gonna take lunch real quick, and I'm gonna holler at you guys back to see what's the drill with this next call. It's a plumbing inspection. Then yeah, we'll go back and continue the day. So day of life as a plumber. Guys, so I just finished my lunch. I just went to like a nearby Chipotle. I just ate in my truck. That's what I usually do when I take lunch. I don't even bother dining in, because I don't think it's, I don't know. I feel like I don't have the luxury of just sitting down and eat I prefer just to grab and eat. Sometimes I eat and drive if I don't have the time. But yeah, just simple, quick refuels just to get the rest of the day going. So right now we're gonna go to the next call. Like I said, it's another plumbing inspection. I just gotta let my dispatcher know that I'm ready. So once I'm good, I could just go straight there and see what's up. This is another plumbing inspection. So you know the gist of it. I gotta put, my handy dandy bucket, I like to call that. It's just a bucket with like just essential tools, I would say, like your everyday tools, like I got a 9-in-1 from the Milwaukee. I got actually like a 4-in-1 nut driver just in case I got to switch the 5/16 to a quarter. I think it's a 1/4 inch of those, those hex screws. I call them metal screws. That's what I usually call them. But yeah, we're gonna go real quick to see what's up. Plumbing inspection, we'll see. All right, so let's let my manager know. Canceled it. He's gonna rework the schedule to see. The best dispatcher right now is he's gonna see what he can do in terms of where I should go next. But as of now, since I'm down the street of my shop, I asked the manager if I could come down there to see if I get some restock, because I have no 3/4 copper pipe. So I'm gonna get that real quick, and then other stuff. So we'll restock so that I can finally, get a stock truck, because right now I'm missing a lot of stuff. I don't have that much stuff on me. I do have enough just to start a job. I don't even have no garbage disposals, man. I realize I don't have that much stuff. Golly. So I'm just gonna head there real quick, see what's going on, and because I really don't go to the shop usually in this company. What they do is they send runners out there, and then when you're at a job site for a while, or if you're on your first call, they send you the restock for your truck, so that you can stock up to whatever you need that you used previously. So every time the materials from your truck, you have to write down what's missing so that they can restock it. I don't know. I haven't worked with that much plumbing companies at all. And the previous company, I used to be part of the digging crew, so that's how I start my end of the trade. So I really don't know what other companies do in terms of stocking materials. Maybe they don't even stock the materials. Maybe they go to a supply house or something. I'm not saying that that's bad, but I'm just saying I'm never accustomed to whoever does their stocking themselves. There's like some road work, Richmond Highway, and it's just Route 1's backing up. Maybe it's like, maybe it's just, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to park my truck somewhere else just so I can go to the warehouse and get stock. Who knows? But all in all, guys, this is how it is. Running, just running calls, residential service side. Like I said, back in my days, I used to just dig left and right. Go home all muddy. Go home tracing dirt everywhere. Back in the time when I used to live with my sister, she always complains that how dirty I look, how messed up my hair was. Even if you try your best to look clean, there's no way. When you do that type of work, you always gonna leave dirty. Even if you change shoes or whatever, if you fix your hair, no one's gonna fix. No, I mean, I have long hair. I'm not gonna show it, but it's crazy. Like, no matter how much clean I keep myself, I still get dirty. No matter, like even a little grain of dirt gets there. And not even touch a shovel that day. But we'll see. Oh no. I can go in here. All right, so I thought there was traffic, but apparently there's traffic on the other side of the Richmond Highway. Yes, sir. All right, we'll just let this guy go. Can we go here? I think we can go here. People are just parking in the front. Oh, crap. Sam's? So I'm here right now, so I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get another call. But in the meantime, we're gonna restock my truck and see what I need. So yeah, my manager let me record the shop, so I'm not gonna show too much because I don't want to really reveal anything special. So right now I'm gonna go to see where I can restock. I gotta pull out my stuff, my phone, so that I could see what I need for my truck. I'm not gonna show too much Then how much feet of pipe can I take in my truck?
I can have at least 10 feet of each.
I can't have 20 3/4?
You can.
Yeah, because I usually, that's these previous jobs, I had to use 20 feet.
I got the copper. You know, grab your garbage disposals.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Anything else from here?
No, not anything. Oh, wax rings. Let me just grab the wax rings.
I got
Stuff I'm gonna put the garbage disposal in my truck. Right now, I just got my stock. I gotta go see what's up with this next call. I haven't even set my tablet up yet. Yeah. Let me see if I'm already dispatched. I don't know if I am. What's his next call? Water in the 2 toilets on the first floor keeps running. Inside needs to be replaced. Oh, it's just probably a minor rebuild. Probably just gonna do that. Just change the flapper and the fill valve. Because once you change the fill valve, it's best to change the flapper too, so you don't have to keep changing the parts inside. Just, yeah. All right. So let's just put the address in and let's get started. Let's get heading that way. Close to this job site. Let's see what's up. Probably like a toilet rebuild, probably, or minor rebuild. That's what we call it. I don't know what you guys call it, but it's just when we change the flapper and the fill valve. Who knows? Maybe it could be something else, but most likely if the toilet's running, that's most likely the case. So that's 614. Can't say the address. I believe it's this house right here. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just go. Looks like it's this house right here. Yeah, it's this house. Cool. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so the customer waved at me, so I verified it's the house right here. So I'm gonna go back up over here. Alright. So let's just go to this house real quick. We're just gonna go inside and see what's up, and then yeah, let's get the show on the road. Arrival. So basically, this Kohler toilet, as soon as I lift up this, the seal completely worn down. She always says that the toilet just continuously runs, so it's just probably the seal. But the only thing is that this part is like, it's really hard to come off. I really don't want to strain it, and if I do, it's gonna break. So I let her know that if it breaks, I'm gonna have to replace the whole flush valve. But I'm gonna try my best just to change the seal, because that's what's happening. The seal is not sealing correctly, so that's why I keep hearing the toilet running. So she has the shut-off valve already. Her son came and shut off the toilet, and that's what needs to be done. And then the other side of the toilet, the bathroom here, and basically it just needs a minor rebuild, like I said before. It's right here. So this toilet, it's an old school fill valve. Fill valve. Then you see how the flapper is like almost turned off. Yeah, and that just needs just a minor rebuild, honestly. So I'm gonna change the flapper for her. So I'm gonna go to my truck and get that real quick. We're gonna get her handy dandy bucket. You guys like it when I call it that? This is basically a regular HDX bucket I got from Home Depot. I really like it because I use it most all the time. That's like for, let's just say, if I'm cutting pipes, and even though you do drain all the water, you know when you cut the pipes, there's still water more. It's because it's airlocked, and so every time when I change a heater, especially heaters, I basically tell the customer to open all the faucets so you can let all the air out. So this is my handy dandy bucket. Usually I have this little bucket, like I said, with the lid and all that. So we'll use that. All we need honestly is just like needle nose and a small channel lock. So I'm gonna give her I'm gonna just give her a new supply line so that I can go ahead and just replace that as well. That's what I like to do, include when minor rebuilds, include a free supply line. That's all it is, honestly. So we need a canister, the seal canister for the coolers, and then we need is a flapper, and then what else do we need? That's pretty much it. We just need is that, a flapper, fill valve, and a canister. All right, so let's get it started. Since my handy dandy bucket's too small, nothing wrong with that. I had to use the bigger bucket because it won't fit everything that I need to carry inside the house. I don't usually carry all my tools because it's unnecessary, and you know my tool bag's really heavy for just some stupid reason. So all we need is just that stuff, honestly, in that bucket, and then we'll see if she needs anything else. But pretty much that's it. It's just those two toilets that needs to be serviced, and yeah. All right, cool. Let's go inside the house real quick. Let's go see what we can do. Probably just replace the seal. That'll be the best bet. Alright, let's see if I can open this up. Oh, cool. Okay. Move the chain off of here. Alright, let's go. See this part. This is worn out. You see that? Wow. It's chewed up. Yeah. That's it. Apply it here, that's it. Simple as that. Alright, it seems to be working order. Let's just put that back in here. Alright, seems to be in working order now. Just rehook the chain real quick. These are so much easier to take off and put back. Let's see, that works. Let's see, turn the water back on. Let me put this back in here. Seems to be holding water fine. Much of a just the fill valve. You don't need that much. You don't need to go that high for water because it doesn't use that much water to begin with. All right. Let's see. Lowered as much as I want it to be. Yeah, that's where I want it. Alright, cool. Let's see if that, once it fills up, let's see if I don't see any water seeping through. If that's the case, it just needs to be the seal. Do see a little ripple. but pretty sure that's gonna stop soon. Yeah, it's slowing down. Yeah, it's slowing down. Seems to be slowing down. Alright, yep, we good. It's just the seal itself. Yep. Alright, so let's go on to the next toilet. Go rebuild the toilet real quick. You always gotta put plugs all the times. First, the toilet, all you gotta do is shut off the water. So there's always a valve under the toilet, you just gotta shut it off. Right here. Turn it all the way to the right so that no water be incoming. Off. Water. So I guess first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the fill valve so that I can get all the water out. I'm gonna replace I'm gonna go ahead and replace the supply line as well. Let's take this off. So most of the time there's always water that's gonna be incoming, so you gotta be prepared for that. Gotta turn this over to the left. There's always gonna be water coming out. When you take off the fill valve, you always want to make sure you got a bucket under, because otherwise you're going to have water falling over to the floor, and you don't want that. So I got my channel lock over here. Just loosen it up real quick. Just do it by hand. The trick is, what I do is I push it down, because when I slowly release it out, water's going to start coming in. Yeah. That's gonna hold it. This is the old fill valve. This is the old school. They have the float on it. It's pretty cool to see. Then of course issue. See, it's all chewed up. It's broken. Yeah. Yeah, this definitely got to be replaced. Now what I do, I'm gonna go ahead and change the fill valve. To the adjustable one, so you just pull this out, then you adjust the height to the other fill valve. You gotta just pull it out, yep. See which height is the right one. Yep, right there. You just gotta close it. Then you just put the gasket on just for the water won't be seeping through. And then you put just tighten up this nut right here. You don't want it too tight. You're gonna strain it. What I like to do is like hand tighten it all the way, just as much. Then I give it like a little turn with the nut so that it's snug but not too tight. There you go. That's where you want it. And you got these pieces, which are very important. We'll do that later. Then we're gonna install a new supply line for the customer. So that's why I always like to include when I do these minor rebuilds. Line up a small channel lock. Alright, this one you don't have to, you just hand tighten that one because that You don't have to put too much strain on it. And of course, this is the flapper. It's the main issue. Hook this back up to the flush valve. You gotta adjust the chain. Make sure that's when you flush it, it's right. So I just eyeball it. So this is like a chain right here. Then hook it back up into the lever. No, that's too high. These are so easy to put on, but putting off is challenging. Okay, so that's too high. So let's go 2 more levels with the chain. Right here should be fine. Good. That's still too high. Oh, let's go 2 more to see if that will solve the case. Probably. No, that's a bit too high. I might have to. This probably should do it. This should be the golden spot. Let's see if that's the case. Yep, that's where we want it. That's definitely where we want it.
Okay.
And then we had this over here. We just attached it to the fill valve. Usually what I have to do, I usually attach this, but since it already has an attachment where you could put it down there, yeah, I would just leave it like that. Alright, go.
Yep.
Giving the fill valve doing its job to fill up the tank, and it seems the water's holding. So we'll just we're gonna let it stop and do its job and see if we don't see any water seeping through.
Right.
But yeah, but for the most part it looks like it's working now.
Okay.
Let's see if we see any ripples. Okay. I don't see any ripples.
Nope. Looking good.
Okay, cool. Alright, seems I did the job. She was very kind enough to record for me. And I really appreciate that because I really can't be touching the camera with just the 30 gloves. So I just explained what I did basically. And I basically did this rebuild toilet. I just changed the fill valve and the flapper, and now I'm just putting tools back because now I'm just putting my handy dandy bucket into where it's at, because I'm not the type of guy just to go dump stuff into the truck. You take 5 minutes off your time. They're not gonna, your company is not gonna call you because I know they're gonna keep rushing you. I get that. There's other customers waiting, but just as soon as you go to the other customer, all your tools are back to where it was. You gotta work efficiently. You gotta be organized and prepared, because now you're gonna look for that channel lock that you just used and you don't know where it is because you're just dumping just stuff back into the trunk when you're done with the job, and now you have to find it again. Work efficiently. That's how I like to do it, because now my truck is somewhat organized. Had to the point, it's not really looking that bad, but it doesn't really look like this because I just got restocked from the truck. But like I said, I have most of the tools and everything on deck and all that stuff, so if I need something, I know where it is, especially from my cleaning aisle, like the protect floors and then spray 9, the whole things. Alright, so we're gonna take payment. Right now we're gonna just close it up and to let the customer know that she's good to go, and then on to the next call. It's a bathroom sink, Drano. That's a big no-no, but alright, we're gonna head there right now. was crazy. This job was literally like 4 minutes down the road. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I gotta give props to the dispatcher, whoever controls the calls, because they always put calls so close to my jobs, like they planned accordingly. I don't know if it's my manager or my dispatcher, but I really want to say they do a good job. I mean, I hate driving. I really hate driving, even my own personal vehicles. I don't care. Like, even if it's a hot rod, I hate driving. That's why I should just buy just a Tesla that like can drive for me. But anyways, I just want to just point that out there. Anyways, I'm already at the job site, and 4 minutes away. Who can beat that? I mean, you could, but man, that's crazy. But all right, let's go inside. Probably it's gonna be snake. That's all. Probably just a snaking machine. But we'll see. Maybe something else. Maybe it's just you gotta clean the tailpiece. But either way, we'll see. The house, pretty much it's just that the line's clogged because I thought it was a tailpiece. She did mention that she did change the trap. She changed the trap, and she said that helped a little bit. But then and she also put Drano. She did mention that. But it's pretty much that the line further down is clogged, so we're just gonna use this snake machine, the handy dandy K50. I don't know why I keep saying that today. Just bear with me. So we're gonna use a small machine with the drum, you know, all the essential snaking equipment. Obviously we need this so that we could cover all the excess gunk that's gonna come out there. Obviously our handy dandy bucket. Just call it the handy dandy. Dude, handy dandy HD. Oh my god, I just realized that throughout my whole time. I just realized it. The handy dandy extreme bucket. There we go. That's what we're gonna call it. The handy dandy extreme bucket. All right, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna get tools and all that, and then we can start snaking this drain for her. So we got the essentials. We got everything in that bucket, and then of course the snake machine. So we're gonna go in the house real quick and see what's up. Upon arrival, she did say that it was clogged. And then as soon as it came, the water was clogged up. It was already backed up. She did mention that she did change the trap, and that did help for a bit, but then eventually it's to start backing up. So it's definitely a clog right here. So I'm just gonna use this snake machine. First, I'm gonna have to lay a drop cloth so that we could just protect her pedestal. I don't know what this is honestly, but yeah, we'll get started. First, I'm gonna just go clean the tailpiece, honestly, but I'm pretty sure it's the drain, so. The extreme bucket, oh yeah. Take this off. That's not a good sign at all. I'll have to tell her to replace this. Get her a proper extension piece too. Maybe get a new trap. Yeah. Maybe just unhook this to pipe though. Maybe that'll do. That's all okay. It's fine. Yeah, this. They gotta get a new tailpiece, honestly. Damn. Look at that. Sweet Jesus, oh my god. Let's get the machine ready and start snaking. Yeah. Or maybe, let me run the water real quick. I have to tell her in the tailpiece. Yeah. It's leaking, man. It's leaking bad. But it's okay. Looks like paper wipes. Don't know what that is. Wow, crazy. This is honestly, but that's what's clogged it up, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. When I went to Snake, I pulled out a bunch of stuff. Well, you saw it already. It was that I think it was wipes. There's no toilet paper because that looks too. It looks like it's something. I could guarantee it's not toilet paper. It's probably wipes or paper towels or something like that. So I also told the customer I do recommend her to get a new tailpiece because it leaks. She did tell me that she tried to tighten it up more to see if the drips will stop, and it seems to drip. So I might as well just give her a new tailpiece. But I told her that if she wants a new tailpiece, it's gonna look like chrome. Okay, it's gonna look chrome. The only issue is that I'm gonna change her tailpiece, but I'm gonna give her the one that I just have laying around. Like I have a bunch of these laying around just so that it could be used, because these are like from previous jobs that people don't like the chrome, they want the plastic or the design. So I'm gonna give her this. I won't charge her for that, just because I don't want to leave her with just anything that's leaking. And she has a glass shelf, so you could really see the spots. That's what we're looking at. This is just a piece that I got from like when I installed a whole completely set, and they don't want it. They said we'll write this and they said I can keep it. So I just laid around just in case if customers wanted to. So that's what we're looking at. So we'll see if we can install this one and see if she wants to do that as well. So all right, we'll see. The noise is just some people in the background. Hold on, let's see. There's just some people in the background. There's some lawnmower stuff. So what I did is I was like, you know what? Since the tailpiece I got is chrome, you want a chrome trap as well. And I told her it's gonna be extra, but she was really happy. She really liked how it looked. So we're gonna go ahead and do that as well. It's basically like the chrome piece, so that everything looks chrome. Yeah, go ahead and do that for her. I'm just gonna get some stuff ready. I gotta get a Sawzall, all that. Putty. I gotta get some putty. Sorry about the noise. I'll talk inside real quick. So that's what I was talking about. Just have just a whole cream set. This like a spare, like I said, but this one I had to charge extra just because it's a chrome piece. Then we're gonna replace all that and then make it look nice. All right. Hold on, before I do anything, get the price. So let's just get started. Put just a hint amount of putty, just on the outside, because I hate these things working on me. I really do. I hate taking them apart when everything's completed. It's just not me. Not a whole lot. You don't want a whole lot. Just enough, like a little silver snake. Just to be safe side. I know it's overkill, but these things always leak on me, and I'm not trying to have another leak today. Gaskets all the way down here too. So what I do sometimes, I put pipe dope around here. I learned that from a trick from another plumber. And ever since I did that, no leaks whatsoever. Ever since I put like pipe dope onto the, I don't know what it is. I'm like, that's not a bad idea. It doesn't hurt to do it. Just put pipe dope onto the rubber seal, you know. Ever since I did this, it's just like never get leaks. I don't know, maybe because it's pipe dope. Pipe dope doesn't mean it solves anything, but I never get leaks. Never had a leak ever since. Alright. Sometimes I use a big channel lock or like the oil filter wrench. This kid I used a big channel lock. Put that first, put this in. Pipe dope, because why not pipe dope? Oh yeah. Put pipe dope, because why not again? So that this can, you don't have to necessarily put pipe dope, but you know, it's the trap. Just around here somewhere. So that won't leak. Then we can test out the, test it out with the Alright, where's the other piece? much time for this? Moment of truth. Okay. That's why you always test your work. Alright, so this is leaking for some reason. I think I gotta put the gasket the wrong way. So we gotta. Okay, so I put the gasket the wrong way. It has to be here. Okay. It's this part. I forgot to put Teflon tape. Usually I just put Teflon tape here. And I just forgot to do that part, honestly. That's why it was leaking there. And I gotta remove that real quick. So we'll just do that real quick and then it should be leak free now. Just forgot to do that. Yeah. It's supposed to be here instead of the other side. Yeah, that's where I messed up on. Now we can put everything back in. Should be good. I'll be back. I gotta get some Teflon tape for this part. Teflon tape, and I got this piece. So if I want to hook up to that, I can. Even though that's not the right one, but like I said, that's what I had in my truck. A little Teflon tape here. You don't have to go too crazy, and this Teflon tape is way too big for this one. So what I do is I just after 3 rolls, I just push it up and then screw it on. I gotta push it up right here, just to make it flush. Just screw it on. Alright, the threads right here. Final piece. All right. Now let's see. Yeah, it's not clogged either. I still gotta add the stopper though. But so far it's looking good. So let's get the stopper real quick. Maybe if I go to the other side. I'll go ahead and give her a new. While I'm here, give her, I don't know what this is called, but part of the assembly, I'm gonna just give her new this. I'm not gonna use this. Just basically this part, that's it. So yeah, we gotta replace this. Use this piece. This definitely should work. That's the only way to do it. It's gonna be harder. Still. Bend this a little bit. Yeah. Just to make this work. Luckily this is bendable. I was just putting stuff away on my truck real quick. Doing is I'm just I have to write down the ticket. I was just putting stuff away just in case. You never know. Well, the drill is that she was more than happy. She was very pleased about the work because I was just gonna go ahead and replace the trap, just the trap, fix it up. Actually, I wasn't even gonna replace the trap. I didn't even look. I wasn't even here for all that. It took me quite a while. The only thing is that I was there just to snake right? But then I noticed that her everything was messed up. You saw it, and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna might as well give her a new tailpiece because I just have one laying in the truck. Because I usually when I do faucets, they come with the tailpieces, and then some customers they don't want it. Like I said before, I throw them away. No, they try to throw it away, or they just usually they don't really know it's better. So I keep them just in case for instances like this. And then I was like, you know what? Since this tailpiece is chrome, might as well make the other parts chrome. I don't want to just put PVC and put it back. So I asked her if she wants to do it. I had to charge her more, but she's more than happy to do it. So it'll look nice under there. And I basically replaced all of it to the point where it's just the stub out, from the wall. I did that, and then yeah, I think it looks great, and she was very pleased. She couldn't be more than happy. She was really happy because her vanity is it's not a vanity, I don't know what it is, but her lavatory fixture, whatever, was it was open, it was wide open, anyone can see that, and I'm not gonna just mix and match all piece one together just to make look. Just cosmetics is everything. So we're gonna go write down this ticket real quick. I have to write down a summary, and then after that we'll see what's up. All right. Apparently we do have another call, and it's the same thing pretty much, but except sink not draining needs to be snake per management. I think this is I believe this is I'm not sure if it's the kitchen sink or the vanity sink. We'll see. But we don't know yet. So I'm gonna let my manager know the next job so that we can go ahead and go straight to the job. Yep. It's a kitchen sink drain. That is gonna be fun. So we're gonna go to that call real quick and see what's the drill. Go there and be like, yeah, we can snake that for you. Alright, so I guess we just wait for the dispatcher to dispatch me so I can confirm to go there. If not, we'll see what's up. You never know. Alright, so we're gonna go to the job. We have another job right now. Like I said, it's the kitchen sink drain. We're gonna go that to there real quick. Yeah, so let's get this show on the road. At the house, we'll see what's up. I'll let this guy through. Yep, let's see here. Okay, so it looks like it's this house right here. Yep, it's this house right here. We'll see what's the drill. Let me just back up in here. Alright, so it looks like we're here. So we're gonna see what's the drill. Let me get my iPad real quick. Go inside and see what's up. Oh, I just got off the phone with my manager. I just got off the phone with my CEO of the company. He's the manager on duty, on call, because this is after hour work. So I took pictures, and there's no way for me to snake this, because the way they piped it in is just bizarre. It's crazy. I've never seen work like that. Well, I have worse, but the way their design, it's just crazy. They have the trap backwards. I'm not trying to critique no one's work, but I can tell you right off the bat, this guy who installed it wasn't a plumber. He installed it. He installed in the way where there's no way for me to snake it, because it's just now, if I go through the trap and then I go through the drain line, there's no way, because there's the trap, the T is shooting across. Like if you snake it from one side, it's going to the other side and vice versa. It's crazy. So we're gonna have to reschedule it, because not only if I unclear it, I have to redo the drain, because there's no way for me to drain this. It's crazy. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go inside and we'll let you know. So what's the drill? It's crazy. So I came in here. The customer said that the drain was like clogged. So every time you use the dishwasher, it just comes up, but then it slowly goes back down. So it is a partial clog. It's not really a clog. But this is what I was talking about. So there's no way for me to. This is just insane. It's just crazy. I've never seen it. Well, I do see something like this, but you know. This is just all wrong. They got the T right there. That's what's getting me. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. There's no way for me to snake it. I have to cut all the way back there, use that PVC saver, and then this 90 I don't agree with either. They have the trap backwards. That's insane. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Guys, so like I said, that was really insane. That's crazy. There was no way for me to snake that. I had to cut it and redo the pipe, and it's actually kind of night right now. Well, it's not really night. It's because it's the winter solstice, so you know night comes faster than compared to the summer solstice. So I called my managers. I told them what's the drill. They might have to reschedule, but the thing is that the tenants, this is a tenant management thing. So the tenants, they're actually gonna leave tomorrow morning, or like tonight or tomorrow morning. I think they're going to visit some family members. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. I just know they're not going to be home. So they won't be back till Monday. So the drill is that they're going to go through management. We have to let them know what's going to be the drill, because there's no way for me to snake, because I don't know if I put the snake that it will work. I don't think it will. Like there's no other way. Even if you put it in both directions, the only way is to cut the pipe. and then redo the whole drain. Whoever was before wasn't a, like I said, I don't discriminate people's work, but that is just not right. But anyways, I mean, I'm relieved that the customer is not really pressed about getting it done tonight. You know, I'm like, crap, man, I wish I could have helped someone out, but it's just, I guess it's not how it works. All right, so we're gonna write the ticket up. We'll see if we have another call. If not, I guess we're just gonna call it a day, and I guess that's it, but we'll see. So let me just write down this ticket real quick, and then I'll let you know. Finish the ticket, and then show me the job for tomorrow. So I guess that's it for today. I'm probably just gonna go home and relax and just I guess I'll pick something on the way. I'm not entirely sure. It is a long drive from my house, but yeah, that's it for today. If I have done that job, I'll be out of here probably like around 7 or 8, to be honest. And I don't work that late often, but if I do, I have to. And this day I am on call as well. So, but yeah, that concludes today. Like I said, I'm just gonna go home, eat some food, or maybe just, you know, maybe organize this truck a bit. That's what I usually do. Throw away trash, you know the gist stuff. So all right, so I guess concludes it. All right, cool.
It's a gift.
Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the truck tour of basically of this vehicle. This is the 2010 GMC Savannah Cargo. So this basically what takes me to job and to people's houses in order to accommodate with their plumbing needs. So first, right off the bat, just let you know that this truck setup is basically how it is pretty much every day. I try to keep it as much as organized as possible, but when it gets busy, you can't really just put everything back. But I try to keep as organized as possible, because that's the thing. Because you don't want to just keep wasting time looking for your tools. If you're just going to put it in the back, then you're just wasting time looking for that Sawzall or anything else that you need for the job that you're at. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to show you the front of the vehicle. So this basically is all the things. So you got the caulking, you have basically like white and clear just in case for that, and then you got pretty much the leak test and the straps for the, you know, the 75-gallon water heaters. Those are really a pain in the ass to carry. And then after that, you got the truck setup right here. You basically got some testers right here. These are just to detect like electric water heaters or gas, you know. And then this is just a thermometer to detect how the temperature of the water is. Your gauge, of course, you need this. Some business cards. And then over here, this is like, you know, your everyday needs, and you got your wipes, because, you know, during the pandemic you need those. And this is a neat tool. I recently got this, so every time you want to put air in the expansion tank, you just basically, it's a portable one too, and you just basically, it sets up to the PSI. So if you want to set it to a PSI, it goes to it. So there was a house that has 90 PSI, which I really recommend to put at that, because the code book, which is actually right here, I always have a code book with me, just in case if I need to understand what the codes are, and guidelines for plumbing. And then of course this book right here, just for parts of any faucets or shower valves. But anyways, for this, you set it to the PSI, and then it goes to that PSI, which is really good. And then after that, you know, I just put it back. But I only use it for expansion tanks and sometimes well tanks as well. Depends where I'm at. And then right here, I got pretty much like masks. I got stickers for ME Flow. There's like a blanket over there if I need to do anything. And of course, you know, some basic stuff, chargers, anything involves, you know, we got the phone mounts for my 2 phones, personal and work, because, you know, you can't be driving while using your phone, because I think that's not a good idea, especially in a company vehicle. All right, so then after that, that's pretty much where I stay most of the time. So pretty much over here is where all the magic happens. All right, so we got all the tools in the world, not really in the world, but enough to where I can just accommodate people's plumbing needs, like I said. So right off the bat, if I open this door, we got the hose over here. This basically is just the, if I don't have a place where I could discharge the water heater, the water from the water heater, I have to run into the backyard. That's where I can set it at. And then after that, We got all these tools right here. We got the oscillating drill. We got a sawzall. We got a drill. Then we got an impact drill. So everything, then all the tools are right here. So basically, these are all the tools that I need. You got your skill saws, you know, your sawzalls, anything. Mostly it's all battery operated, like right here. This is all where I keep all my batteries, M18 and M12. I pretty much have a lot of Milwaukee tools, but I'm not sponsored by them by any means. I just really like their products. They're like a really good brand. They haven't given out me yet. And then after that, we got here, it's this little pouch, and I got little Milwaukee tools. And then you got the sawzalls over here. Then over here is like basically your masonry bits that you need. And then over here I got just bits like paddle bits that have to go through wood. I'm in the works to getting a hole saws for like 1.5 and 2-inch pipe. That's what I really need. So after that, we got over here is we have the bucket head. This really is useful when you need to discharge water for the toilets. It's really helpful because instead of just using a sponge or basically, you know, that turkey baker most people use, this sucks up water like nothing. You know, it's pretty good. And then sometimes I like to pull this out. This basically is like a leftover Milwaukee bag. So I just basically put tools here just in case if I have to carry a lot of tools, like an oscillating drill or a sawzall and a pro press. Sometimes I don't even take the case of the pro press. So speaking about the pro press, we got this pro press, which basically helps me out a lot. This is where I connect pipes. I mostly just press all my fittings. I don't really solder that much, but if there's a case where I have to, I have to. But this pro press, basically it's an M12. It's the you know, your standard one. I recently got one myself. I was using the company for a while, but the timing for this video, I'm really glad I got one for myself. I even got myself an 1.25-inch jaw as well. They don't include that most of the time, but you know, I just like to go all out. This bad boy really helps me out with all the pressing needs. You go up to 1/2 inch and then 1.5 inches. Pretty much that's what's standard size for a residential home. It's just 1/2 inch and 3/4. Sometimes there is 1 inch, but I really don't see those often here where I work in. Also got this tool. This tool is basically for everything. Like I got channel locks, pretty much got the tape measure. I got all these basically drivers. Like I got like needle noses and everything. This is basically my handbag. It gets to the point where it's really heavy. And I don't typically carry this tool most of the time. I pretty much get my handy dandy bucket, which I get into a minute what I call it. And I just put tools in that bucket, like if I do plumbing inspections or if I have to do toilet rebuilds, anything that involves just not that much tools to do. I basically just grab it off here, then I put it in the bucket. So, and then we get over here, we got, this is where I call like a miscellaneous thing where I got my screws and then my tape. So you got yourself, you know, some screws here. This is like, you know, wood screws, and this is tap screws for the smoke pipe or the flue pipe, however you call it. So you got 5/16 and then 1/4 inch, and then, you know, duct tape, and then heat tape, and then blue tape just in case I have to tape down some, you know, drop cloths if I have to go to a location where they have to save the floors. You always have to save the customer's property because it is their investment. So, and then over there we got some 1.5-inch fittings and 2-inch fittings. Then you got your 3-inch fittings. So pretty much your basic things. And then that's basically the majority of this side. So when we get over to this side, we got we basically got like a lot of bins over here. So we got 1/2-inch fittings, and for copper, this is all press fittings. Then you got 3/4. And for gas, you got 3/4 gas. So these are all 3/4 gas. I'm sorry, this is 1/2-inch fittings. These are all 1/2 inch and 3/4 over here. So what I have it set up is that I have all the 3/4 fittings, gas and copper in the bottom, and then 1 and 1/2-inch fittings on top. Most of the time for gas, I use 1/2-inch fittings, and then obviously for copper, same as the same drill. And then obviously right here is I got my nipple tray. So if I need to use gas fittings to accommodate for the gas work, because sometimes, you know, they don't have a drip leg, or if you need to reroute the gas, just because, you know, the new heater, they almost 99% of the time they don't align with the gas valve. So sometimes you have to have this. And then obviously over here we got, you know, Fernco fittings over here, and then we got a check valve. These are for like the sump pumps. Then we got chrome fittings. I don't really use chrome often, just some occasions that I do. I don't use it often, but if I need in some cases with the dishwasher, I have it. And then over down here, we got all the disposals, and we got the sump pumps. And then if I need a long nipple, I got it right here. You're talking about, like this is, I believe, this is 8 inches, and I believe this is 12 inches. It's probably a foot. So, yeah, no, I think it's 18. This is longer than a foot. But anyways, just to basically, if I need longer nipples, if I need a long run, I don't have to use couplings. I could just run a long straight line. So over here, we pretty much get everything. We got this is what I call the toilet area. So we got the wax rings, we got the flappers, we got the shims over here, and then we got the canister seals and all that, closet bolts with caps. Then we got the supply lines. Then we got the fill valves over here. This is pretty much like a toilet slash cartridge in this area, because you know I try to put as much as I can here, but due to the space I can only do so much. And so these are the cartridges we serve: Moen, Delta, Kohler, you know, just to basically accommodate for anything that involves with that type of brand. That's what I mostly dealt with. And then over here, I call it the miscellaneous slash water heater. So you got water heater elements that replaced. I got the thermostats, thermocouples. I got a TMP valve. And then this, I just put this here because it's also a toilet, but I just put it here. Then I got, you know, this is a pretty bad boy. This is just basically find studs if you need a strap to studs. If it's like pedestal sinks or a strap to the expansion tank to the water heater, I do that. And I got basically solder, because sometimes in cases you do have to solder. You have that. And then I got caulking, and I got the fire caulk just in case if I need a seal for, you know, for like the exhaust going to the chimney or anything that involves with the exhaust of any appliance, like, you know, water heaters and furnaces. I have that. And I got this mud compound, which I like to use most of the time. You know, when you install a hose bib, you know, sometimes you have a little gap opening. Sometimes what I like to do, I like to put this around. It's like a gum type consistency. And you basically, it's like basically like putty, but more harsh, I would say. It's a more gummy type feel. And you put it around basically the base where it touches the wall, and sometimes there's a gap, so I just leave that in just for a filler so it can be more stabilized when I install the hose bib. And you got, you know, your sandpaper, you got your strainers. This is a basket strain. Yeah, basket strainer. Then you got your these are pretty much like waste and overflows and tub shower valves. And then you got, I'm sorry, not the shower valves, the tub spouts. Then you got your, you know, your basic tail pieces for the sinks. And then, you know, tank lever. You know, this is basically it. And then, all right, so then we get further down into the truck. So basically, when we get further down to the truck, we got these are all the fittings right here. This is basically like the glue trap. Then you got the PVC trap. This is basically where I get all my traps and trap adapters. And that's what I basically use to, you know, change like the piping for the sinks underneath. Then you got your, you know, your dishwasher connections. You got your supply lines for the faucets itself. You got ranges. I think this is 20 inches and this is your standard 12 inch. So, you know, you got all the sizes. And this red bin right here in this aisle, I just have, it's just, like I said, the hose bibs, PRVs, and, you know, check valves and mixing valves. Then like in this red bin, I got like pipe dope, you know, not only for like basically for water, but I got gas. I like to use this sometimes, but not all the time. But, you know, I mostly use this white pipe dope when I do cast connections. Then you got your bubble detectors, you know, just to get that attaches for gas. And, you know, your glue and primer, all that good stuff. And then you got the frost-proof hose bibs. This just in case if customers want to use a frost-proof hose bib. And I got these water testers if you want, you know, check the water treatment. Not the water treatment, basically the condition of your water, of how much chemicals and stuff it has inside coming off from the street to your house. We could just send this to the CSI program or the location, and then they give us the results back to the customers. And then of course you got your foam insulation. Which is just to fill in some stuff. And after that, we got these valves right here. I usually open this, but like I usually put the dolly out the way. But this is all like yeah, this one's cool. We have like valves, the ball valves and all that. Then right here, I don't put anything because it's kind of hard to pull out. And then over here, it's your basic stuff. You know, you got your Roman connectors, you know, your wire nuts. These are like inch and a half by inch and a quarter gaskets. You have that, and then you got your eardrums and all that. Then the rest of the stuff here is like Teflon tape. So you know, I got ranges from this, and I got black tape. Just right now. Sometimes I can strap off because this moves, but it's okay. I got the straps for the copper, just in case if I need to strap the copper. And then I got, you know, your hose, you know, like your washers for the hoses, and then your anchor kits. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this side, the right side. So I got pretty much a ladder, just in case I don't want to use the ladder. I don't have that, just so I can take it off from the truck. And then I got the dolly, just in case of, you know, whoever comes to install the heater with me. If they don't have a dolly, I have one in stock. You know, always gonna have a dolly no matter what. If you have to move a dishwasher out the way just to basically get to the water heater, you have that. You always have to have backup. All right, so basically, most of the time, I go in the back of the truck, and this is basically where I look at. So right here, like I said, remember the handy dandy bucket? This is what I like to call the handy dandy bucket, because I just recently, the acronym is the handy dandy extreme bucket, which is pretty awesome. I love this, man. I use this to remove traps. I use this to basically hold tools when I go into people's houses for plumbing inspections or anything small. And then this little one, I guess if it's there's like a really tight space and it's a small trap, I use this to hold water. But pretty much it's just a sheet of buckets. And then you got your extension cords over here. You got your just the caulking guns. These are just hub wrenches right here. These are basically if I have to open, you know, those 3 shower valves, 3-handle shower valves. I can use this just to remove the cartridge or the stem that it needs replacing. And then this right here, I only use this pipe wrench just to do this. I basically go up to the truck, and then I remove it right here. And then pretty much right here, pretty standard. Right here, pretty standard. Yeah, sometimes it's real tight. You gotta make this thing real tight because you know it's out in the open. So that's why I use a pipe wrench to basically take it off. And over here is just basically like pipe, like you know your copper pipe. So you got your 3/4 right here. You got your half inch and a half, and your inch right here, just in case I have to run some lines from the pan of the water heater. Then we're gonna close this back up. Close it back up all the way. And then once it's like hand tight, you have to tighten it up with the pipe wrench so that no one can, I don't care who you are, with just hands, you can't just open that with just brute strength. So then over here, I got some miscellaneous tools. I got a torch over here, you know, I got extra pipe wrenches, you know, involving 24-inch, because sometimes those gas pipes, they're really hard to take off. And you got your big crescent wrench, you know, anything that involves with, you know, hammers and stuff like that, or if I just need a channel, like I just go here. I don't even go straight to my tool bag. Then right here, you know, you got the brooms because you always gotta clean them after your work. And these are your, so this is I like to call the cleaning aisle, because you know once you're done with the job, you know this is like the worst part of every job is cleaning up. I really hate cleaning up. So that's why I save myself using drop cloths, and I just roll it up and throw it away. And then these drop cloths is just in case if I have to save the customer's home. Because you don't want to make any scratches. You just want to just protect yourself and not damage anything while you're doing the job. And then you got these are your typical rags, you know, I just put them in there so that you could just use it just to clean. And then right here we got the snake machine. So you got the cables here, you got basically the drums, then you got your gloves right here, and then I got the tailpiece just for this, not the tailpiece, but just the tail, so that I can just use it so that if I want to put cables in, if I'm with someone, they can feed it in, or I just use that so that it doesn't go around into the kitchen. And over here we got I use this Liberty pump to discharge water heaters. I use it pretty much 99% of the time just to discharge the water from the water heaters. And then I use these hoses. I got 2 red hoses so that, you know, sometimes those floor drains next to it is not even that far, or a sump pump. I just put water there just to discharge the water, and then once it's done, I just put it away. This is basically, because I pretty much do a fair share of water heaters most of my time. So then I just put it over here just to see where I left it at, and I could just put it back. And then, yeah, I basically have it like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for my truck setup. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this video, and of course, take care.
Who you know fresher than whole? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lyrically at. Can none of y'all mirror me back? Yeah, hear me rap, it's like hand G rapping his prime. I'm young H.O., raps Grateful Dead, back to take over the globe. Now break bread. I'm in Boeing Jets, Global Express, out the country, but the blueberries still connect. On the low, but the yacht got a triple deck. But when you young, what you expect? Yep. Grand opening, grand closing. Grab your manhole, crack the can open again. Who you gonna find open a hand with no pen? Just draw inspiration. Who you gonna see you can't replace him with cheap imitations of these generations. Hardcore, do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. Yeah. Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time, make some noise. What the hell are you waiting for? Look what you made me do, look what I made for you. Knew if I paid my dues, how will they pay you? When you first come in the game, they try to play you. Then you drive a couple of hits, look how they wait to you. From Marcy to Madison Square, to the only thing that matters is just a matter of years. As fate would have it, J status appears to be at an all-time high. Perfect time to say goodbye. When I come back like Jordan, we're in the 4-5. It ain't to play games with you, it's to aim at you, probably maim you. If I owe you, I'm blowing you to sleep.